What's up everyone? Today I just wanted to go over my updated gear and what augments I'm using. This isn't really a guide, just simply a walkthrough of what you want to build towards in the best in slot category, or so to speak. But anyways, with Dark Falz Aegis out, we have new weapons. Neo's A-Stream series, and along with the LTQ, that drops Neo's Just 18 series. And no, I don't plan on building a Just 18 series because I already have pretty much a good Astrian weapon, so there's no need for me to upgrade. Unless if I really want the light attribute, and for me it's not really worth it because one, I'm low on mats, so I can't really do anything, let alone enhance my gear to like plus 60 or so. And then two, it's too expensive on the market. If you look through the market right now, I think it's on every ship, most weapons are like at least 2 mil minimum, depending on what weapon it is. And the drop rate for the weapon inside the LTQ is pretty low as well. So for my gear, I'm using 3 Eclair armors. Let's see if I can zoom in. Yeah. 3 Eclair armors equipped with Fixa and Fusa level 2, which gives me offensive PP recovery. You guys can't see it. Fusa level 2 with 3% offensive PP recovery, which is pretty good in my opinion. I like it over the Fixa guards, and I think the Natra is the other one. And then my weapon is a Neo's Astrian bow with a Fixa Fatale 3, which I got pretty lucky in since it is one of the main weapons that I like using. So that's also a plus. So for my augments, if you go back to my armors, most of them have the same augments, which mostly has Mastery 4, Adi Deft Rama, Mel Ra, Alsecurta 4, Aegis Soul 4, and Hafinale. I just got my 3rd piece on one of the armors not too long ago, only because I was waiting for the augment protections, which is saving my butt right now. So yeah, and then the only thing different in one of my armors is this piece. It still has the Giga's Might. I was planning to replace this with Mastery 4 at some point. This one has everything. The only change is this one just has Giga's Might, but I'm gonna change that later. And then for my weapon I have Aegis Soul, Alsecurta 4, Mastery 4, which I just got, and then Adi Def Mel Tech because I ran out of Malraz, and then Giga's Might 4. I did plan on replacing this with a Hafinale, but I'm probably deciding not to because I feel like most of the weapons now keep getting switched out for newer ones. So I think this is good enough as it is for now. Along with of course it has max potential with 32% potency, and then perks for Photon Blast charging, and then it has a Fatale 3, which gives me 10% critical activation rate, so which is pretty nice. And this weapon, it dropped on my 2nd run on the 1st week when Aegis was released. So not my first run. My first run I got the I think it was Jet Boots, and then my 2nd run after that it was this weapon right here with a Fatale 3 bow. And yes, I did augment melee potency on my bow, only because Braver and Bouncer has a new skill on their tree that lets you convert one of the stats to the other stats depending on which is higher. So in my case, my melee potency is higher, so my bow, which is a range weapon, will take the potency of the melee stat instead of the range potency, because that skill will convert it for me. And of course, I did multi my bow with a katana because I like using katanas more than bows. So all in all, this drop was basically a plus for me because I like using katanas and bows. So how much did the augments cost me in total? Well, let's see. So back to my armor, we have Hafinale, which is like, if you buy from the market, they're like 4 mil a piece basically. If you craft this, it might cost you a little bit less because it needs I think 10 of each Dominus, so Aelie Domina, Ret Domina, Kibar's Dominus, and Stia Dominus, and then you need 30 Aegis Souls in order to craft one. So basically 30, 10, 10, 10, and 10 for the Dominus, and in order to prep one half an ollie. But if you decide to like skip this route and buy from the market, it's around 4 mil a piece on ship 2. I don't know how much it is on other ships. It's probably like a bit less. But yeah, so for me, 3 half an ollies on one piece minus the whole gamble that I did, so it cost me like 3 mil, or not 3 mil, 12 mil total. Aegis Soul, they're pretty cheap on the market too, so if you don't exchange your Integris for the Aegis Soul itself, it might cost around 300 to 500k, depending on how much it is on your ship. I'll sector to 4, basically around the same price if you're using Misteta to buy it, or you can use your Inferniums to exchange 10 pieces for a guaranteed slot. And Mastery 4, right now, they're going for around 500k a piece. Again, it all depends on what ship you're in. I'm on ship 2, so it's around 500k on ship 2 right now. I got this on 3 pieces, so about 1.5 mil total. And then it'll be around 2 mil because I still have to get it on this piece of armor if I want to go for it. So 2 mil there, 12 plus 12 mil for the half an ollie because I only have 3 pieces. And then I need Death for Maz, the dual stat. When I got these, they were like 4 mil. So this plus 3 more, so it's roughly around 16. So right now, the base is sitting roughly around 25 mil, somewhere in between. And then I think literally about it. And then if you want to count the Gigas Might 2, right now they're still pretty pricey, surprisingly. They're like 200k a piece. So if you want to get like a guaranteed slot, it'll cost you like around 1 to 1.2 mil, depending on what stat it is. Right now, Might's the expensive stat, because I don't think anyone's going for the other stats right now. But I might have missed some things, but you can, for, like I said, half an ollies, you can craft these for 10 of each dominant plus 30 Aegis Souls, or buy it from the market for around 4 mil a piece. And the masteries can drop in the current limited time quest as well. So it drops more 3s than the 4s, but once in a blue moon, you might get a Mastery 4 to drop. I managed to get 1 or 2 Mastery 4s to drop, but most of the times when I run the LTQ, I got a lot of Mastery 3s. So it's pretty good for Mastery farming, and if you need class cubes as well, the LTQ is really good for EXP. The ID capsules, of course, around 4 mil a piece, depending on which stat it is. The ID deft ones are the most expensive ones, so around that price, but yeah. Cool. My Gigas Might, I got this off a treasure shop. I think it costed me SG or something. I forget how much, but yeah, that's pretty much it for my gear. I'm not even done yet, because I'm still waiting on augment protections to help boost my chances of like getting the success rate. Even though I'm gambling at a low rate, it sounds like I'm not gonna get a good chance, but the augment protections can save you a whole ton. So that way, when you augment like your half an ollie with like 1 piece, for example, and you use the booster, even if it fails, you won't lose the augment. It'll just go back into your inventory, and then you can try again later if you want. But yeah, that's pretty much it about my gear. So if we go back to see my overall stats, and we zoom back in. So right now, with my current gear, I'm sitting at around 102% potency, and then the rest is almost up there as well. And then I think my floor potency, or whatever this is, I'm sitting at 66% with minus 13% of damage resistance. But oh well, this is pretty good. And then my battle power went from 3400 to 3416. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and I forgot, since These are E-Clear armors. Your base is the max of plus 50, so you need to use Arms Refiner 2s plus the original Armors Refiners. I forget how many for the first one, but I know you need 2 to upgrade it to plus 60. 2 or 3, maybe 4, but I'm not 100% sure because I kind of forget. That, let's say 2 for my armor, so 6 pieces total. Yeah, so that's basically it. I'm slowly getting more drops on other weapons too, which is good because I want to play other weapons as well for other classes. So I've got a decent amount. There's a lot of duplicates, but lately I've been getting a lot of fixes on my hunter weapons, so I'm gonna have to build hunter at some point. Yeah, so hunter. Next is bouncers that I want to build up next, and then whenever I get the chance, I'll build my alts too. I'm pretty sure they're still far from progress. But yeah, that's basically my road to the best in slot gear. You can follow along with my build as well if you'd like, but if you follow along, just make sure it's the respective stat that you want it for. So if you're building range, make sure there's augments that's specified for a range potency. The same thing with tag or melee. You know what I mean. Yeah. If you have any questions, there is a ton of other people that can also help you build your gear as well. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was just basically a quick PSA for my gear because Aegis is out. I am on the road to trying to solo Stia purples, and so far it hasn't been well because I keep dying to dull doors because of his stupid little pew 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 little machine gun thing, and I have like no time to counter that properly. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Appreciate a like and sub to the channel for more PSO2 content, and I'll see you all in the next one.